This is Destiny Global TV, and we have Jmarnz Adotwiz with us.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, and I know Jmarnz's dad, and he introduced me to you, and he was playing the song.
Yeah.
We Want a Million.
Come on, man. Yeah, man.
So tell me something. What got you into music first, initially?
Yeah, so as you know my father,
Yes.
he plays steel pan for a living, so it's in our culture. Like, I'm originated from Trinidad and Jamaica, so it's like, well, in Trinidad we play steel pan, so that's how he got into steel pan. And then when I was young, around 3 years old, I started to like just have fun on the drums, you know what I mean, just as a kid, kind of curious. Then at 5 years old is when he taught me like the steel pan, and then that's how I started to move in that direction. As I got older, long story short, as I got older, I started to be around friends that used to rap and so, and then that's how I got inspired.
Because I know the steel pan is still big in a lot of Caribbean islands.
That's right, yeah.
Coming on to certain festival or certain jazz thing, they have the steel pan playing.
Yeah, it's evolved crazy, man.
It has.
Before, like, back in the day, you would think that it's just a Caribbean instrument, but now you realise the jazz that can be played on there. People are starting to realise the equivalent between pan and a piano. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
So you started very early with your dad, and then it just evolved. And then, because I know your dad has been playing a long time, and he really, you can tell that he loves that.
Yeah, no, for real. Him and Silver don't make sense to him. Yeah,
he's obsessed with that steel pan, which is fascinating.
For real, man, for real.
So to see that he has a son who has the same passion like himself must be something to live up to. You know, how do you manage to live up to your father's reputation?
It's crazy because like it's very inspiring, but at the same time I bounce off him as well, because like with his achievements I've started to move in my direction as well. So he still encouraged me to obviously be my own self, because like he doesn't do rap, but then I do rap. Does that make sense? So I've kind of brought it to a different direction with the steel pan now. So yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say competition, but it does definitely keeps you on my toes, man. Yeah.
And I just wanted to bring in Ash. To see how did you get involved with Jmarnz and rapping?
Yeah. So the first time I ever met Jmarnz, there was a DJ called DJ Big Mikey.
Okay.
And he used to be on, I don't know if you've heard of Big City Radio and Silk City Radio. Yeah. So he used to have a nighttime grime show on Silk City Radio, and he used to have these clashes. So you'd get a range of different artists to come from all over the country. Competitions.
Yes.
And Jmarnz was one of the competitors. At the time, I was just doing camera work for Mikey, and then from then he was just like, "Oh yeah, you do camera work?" It's like, "Yeah, man, can you come do a few videos for me?" It's like, "Yeah, cool." So me and Jmarnz was doing quite a lot of videos, up and down, driving up and down, and that's how we sort of got to establish our
collaboration.
Yeah, so from then we've sort of had a good friendship.
This was like years back. So
years back.
So yeah, there was a point where like I started to do the rapping, and then I stopped for a point. Like I actually just stopped, and then I started to indulge more in the steel pan work, and then that's how I started to obviously travel and whatever. But I got back into it, and it's been a crazy journey, man. It's just only started now.
So
for me.
Ash seems to be one who's passionate about a rap.
I
don't know. I just picked that up.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, while he took his time out from the rapping, I'm just like, you know what? Okay, you wanna go? That's cool. I'll jump in your shoes. So I just started doing music. I had quite a few records that I put down, and I was always saying to Jmarnz, like, "Yo, you need to come back on it. You need to come back." He's like, "I know, but you know, I'm still pans." And I said, "Okay, I hear you." And I think just last year, I think it was like December, just November, December time. He was like, "You know what? I think I'm gonna come back on it." Because I've always had a set up in my house anyway. So I said, "Yo, just come to my house when you want."
Because sometimes what happens is you can get kind of overwhelmed with life in itself.
True.
So like when the music with steel pan, obviously that's my full-time job. Like I do that as Like I don't do nothing else but still pan. So the money comes in, then you kind of just on that level. But then now I'm kind of at ease to say, have fun with the music, like be yourself. I can rap.
And you're young guys.
Yeah.
There's girls coming. You're musicians.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
They want some of the limelight.
Yeah, definitely. So it's just like that's why I've got more into it, and personally it makes me connect with people more because as a person I'm an introvert, so I don't really talk that much, you know what I mean? But
well, you don't sound like an introvert.
But it's took me a long time to know myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like even with the experiences, like you don't know. Obviously, I'm going deep. You don't know why you get anxiety and stuff like that. But then you start to understand why, and then you face it. And then this is like, you know what I mean? This is the path I know I'm certain to go on. Yeah. So that's why I've kind of come back on the rapping. It's like I know who I am now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a journey, man.
And Ash, just so do you live close by each other?
Yeah.
But
Birmingham's not too.
10-15 minutes from each other, really. Yeah. I did used to live in Birmingham, but I moved sort of out of Birmingham, but it's more closer to Jmarnz than before. It would be like I have to drive through town and then get to because I used to live in South Birmingham. Obviously, he lives in like the northwest, so I'd have to travel through town, and since that congestion charge has come in, I was like, no, I need to.
So have you two performed together on stage?
So not just yet, because this is like the first official collaboration that we've done, and since quarantine and so social distancing,
we've had the opportunity to sort of go out there and.
But as separate artists, we've done like quite a lot.
That's right. Like I've done quite a few festivals myself. I'm sure you've done some festivals with the Pans, but it's sort of the same experience as a whole. So I think when it comes to just the tracks that we've got and we're bringing it together, I think it's going to be something magical to be fair.
And how do you see in the future? How do you see your future rapping? Because I know there's a lot of up and coming artists in Birmingham. Who do you emulate? Who do you look up to?
Say like I don't. It's hard to say because I've been so. I've not wrapped up but I'm on my own spiritual journey then, you know what I mean? So like I don't really look at the external as much as you might think or whatever. Like some like people have like a certain image, but I'm quite internal with my thing, so if I've got a craft then I just keep
work at it.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say Stormzy has made a lot of
Stormzy,
and to be honest, he's made a clear path for black
crazy
to follow,
for the black,
isn't it?
Yeah, that's inspiring still.
Very inspiring. I didn't know that he was doing so many things behind the scenes.
That's what I'm saying.
Scholarships and things like that.
That's it. University, Oxford University is paid for quite a few black pupils to go to Oxford University.
It's so true.
And do you see yourself in the same? You mentioned spirituality, which is very good. Do you see yourself, when you make it, not if, when? Do you see yourself?
I love that.
Do you see yourself giving back?
100%. You see, like, so what's happened now? We've done the music as well, and then this T-shirt, what I'm doing at the moment, is like a clothing line of mine. But what's happened? So Jmarnz, it means gift. So when I give it out to people, it's a gift from like our kind of group that we're doing. So what's gonna be happening? We're gonna be doing like different designs. We've got one like this, we've got prosperity, so it means something to people. So that's the first step of giving back. And then just like, I can see myself giving back because what happens is when I do the music as well, you're seeing smiles on people's faces. So it's like you kind of bringing them, lifting their spirits up. So
and I'm sure, Ash, you were one in the church. So you must see that spirituality coming out.
Definitely.
How are you gonna empower younger people?
I mean, like growing up in a church, it was always about you know, seeing like the church elders and, you know, other brothers in the church, and they always used to guide us in sort of like the right path kind of way. So it's like, because I grew up in the church, giving back is something that you not have to do, but it's within me. So for me to do something creative and great, and I can see the path it took me on, it's only right that I can bring that to the other youths that are growing up as well, to sort of show them like, look, you know, life and the society, the system set us up to go up this way, when in reality, really, we can go this way, we can go that way. So someone like Stormzy, yeah, he's not perfect, his past isn't perfect, but
no one is.
He made a positive out of a negative. Impact, so for me, sort of like, I've gone to university, I've gone to college, I've graduated, I've got my degree, and I want to do my masters and things like that. I want to show the youth that, you know, you can still do what you can do the right way. There's no wrong or right way to doing things, it's just how you go about it. Society is sort of showing us that us as the black youth are only good for one thing.
Correct.
When in reality, it's not that.
I'm glad you touched on that point, because there's so much things going on about black youths now, which is negative. And we interviewed a lot of people on Black Lives, and so much positive has come out of it.
A lot,
So to see youngsters from black origin speaking positively and about their future, it gives other black younger ones influences like that, you know. So definitely, you know, I really must take my hat off to you too for that. You know, and I'm sure that the road that you're going in is going to be a successful road.
You
know, just
by God's grace.
Yes. So I noticed you mentioned college and university. So who drove you? What was the driving force? Because some kids they say, you know what, I can just make music, I don't need university. You know, but for you to take that path.
To be honest with you, no one did. It's just something that I thought that I needed to do to experience myself.
To broaden your horizon.
When I left school, I took a while to go to college. I think it took me 2 years. So I left school for 2 years. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just sort of youth centre and playing around with the camera and things like that. And my parents were always like, you know, you should just try it, just go. It's only 4, 5, 6 years of your life. You never know, you might like it, you might not, but at least you tried. And it literally took me 2 years to sort of come around and say, you know
settle down.
I'm gonna go and actually go and experience this student life and learn and come about. So it's just more of an experience for me, and it's an experience that I enjoy doing, because what if I didn't go? Maybe that would have been me taking the wrong path and me doing other things, because there are a lot of musicians who are doing good, but their come up has been slightly different to my come up and things like that. So it's just down to certain experiences. So I think because I've experienced the sort of going to uni and learning and sort of things like that, it's sort of made me come through the right way.
And your journey is more, if I may say so, at least you experienced that educational side as well. It broadened your horizon.
I think it sort of gives you an understanding of the world in a different perspective. Because say Jmarnz will probably see the world in a different perspective that I would as well. But that's where we sort of get that sort of energy, that just
synergy.
It just mixes together, because he sees it in a different way, I see it in a different way. Certain things that sometimes we agree on, sometimes we don't agree on. That's just how he sees it and how I see it. But when we actually bring ideas together, it is for the best. So it's good to see that he's obviously had a different come up, I've had a different come up, and it's come together to create this massive good energy, because at the end of the day, it's still the positive has come within it.
So Jmarnz, just going back to the music and the rapping before we round up the interview, how do you see yourself?
How do I see myself?
In the future.
I see myself inspiring a lot of people still. What happens is, because I don't really I'm starting to use social media more. I didn't really use social media before. So either way, like, I was still inspiring people as I was going along, but now I just feel like I'm going to be inspiring on a more wider platform. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing myself, but on a wider range. You know what I mean? If anybody knows me, they would know that like I'm a musician. I'm always smiling. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
So that's what I'm just gonna be doing, just on a bigger level, man.
Well, like, it wouldn't be fair by not asking Ash what you see your future as.
To be fair, I kind of
make $1 million.
I want to make $1 million. Yeah, I do definitely want to make $1 million.
Try leave my
Yeah, I do see myself in a position, like Jmarnz said, in a position of influence and sort of inspiring people.
Okay.
I like to sort of take the road as it comes. Sort of like I just like to, because I just do it because I love doing it, not because I have to do it. Right. It's for me. It's spiritual, because I believe that I can do something. I believe that I can get to a certain position in my life to become that certain someone that other youngsters will look up to.
And coming to the song $1 Million.
Yeah.
What made you come up with that song?
You know what, it's crazy. First it started in my bedroom. What happens is you just bounce off each other, and you know what? It's an anthem, isn't it? It's an anthem. If you haven't got $1 million yet, you just want to make $1 million. So we just ran with it. Really, the response is good.
Yeah.
Check out the clothing line, jmarnz.com. You're gonna see a lot of designs coming out soon. Trust me. Watch out for it, man.
Do you think you could just, even on a few notes of $1 million, you could just kind of for the camera?
Yeah, I'm hitting them up. Got all my brothers by me, living it up. I said money over fame because I ain't in the fuss. But that's what happens when you get in a buzz. And I don't really care what they reckon of us. It's a different thing when I step in the club. Had snakes in the grass try setting me up. Turn hours to lessons because I'm trying to get up.
Yeah.
I just want to make $1 million. Come on, man. It's out now, man.
Yes, guys. Big up. Respect.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I swear down I wanted 1 million girls. I couldn't give a damn right now, I just wanna make £1 million pounds. I only care about the fam and the realest guys, I'ma be alright. I don't really care about nonsense things, cause I just want $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna stack $1 million. Oh no, I ain't giving in. Oh no, I ain't giving in. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna stack $1 million. Until then I keep hitting them.
Yeah, I'm hitting them up. Got all my brothers round me, living it up. I said money over fame cause I ain't in the fuss. But that's what happens when you get in a buzz. And I don't really care what the record of us. It's a different thing when I step in the club. Had snakes in the grass try setting me up. Turn hours to lessons cause I'm trying to get up.
Yeah, back in the day I swear down I wanted 1 million girls. I couldn't give a damn right now, I just wanna make £1 million pounds. I only care about the fam and the realest guys, I'ma be alright. I don't really care about nonsense things, cause I just want $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna stack $1 million. Oh no, I ain't giving in. Oh no, I ain't giving in. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. Until then I keep hitting them. Searching for the mullah, trying to find a pot of gold. Feeling like a leprechaun, never do as I am told.
It's a different thing when I'm getting in my zone. Going for the gold, don't know I'm ready for the road.
Get the milli, get the money, my G, I won't fold.
Getting busy with it, Wizzy, till we reach our goal.
Hey yo, Jmarnz, I just want $1 million.
Alright, let's get busy then.
I just want $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna stack $1 million. Oh no, I ain't giving in. Oh no, I ain't giving in. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. Till then I keep hitting them. Yeah. I just want $1 million. I just wanna make $1 million. I just wanna stack $1 million. Oh no, I ain't giving in. Oh no, I ain't giving in. I just wanna make $1 million.
Destiny Global TV. Please subscribe and leave your comment below.